It's yeah, when this finally happened for you, finally happened that you got this chance to be part of the mesh. What was the first day? Because I can imagine, people may have some resistance, some beloved people and characters leaving, someone new is coming in.
Yes.
What was your, feelings and first day on the set?
Well, it's a good question. The day I got the call saying I was to be the one, because there was a screen test involved and other actors had been tested for the role as well. And when I got the call to that they had selected me, I was over the moon. I was just insanely happy. And that same day, as soon as the decision had been made, Alan Alda called me and asked if I'd be willing to have dinner with him. And I had never met the man. Well, I had met him to do the screen test, but I didn't really know him. And I was thrilled with that. And we had dinner and we sat up late into the night talking about the show and the characters and what was possible and what he intended for the show. It was really a wonderful, very generous thing for him to do and a wonderful opportunity for me. And yet that was, as I recall, toward the end of the week, Thursday, probably not Friday. And I knew I was to report to work Monday morning. And I started thinking about the question that you had raised about, wow, I don't know any of these people. And I don't know what they feel about Wayne leaving. And I don't know what they feel about some new guy coming in to take his place. They may just hate me. But Alan had been very welcoming. So I thought, okay, here I go. And I reported to the studio that day and went on the stage and walked in, and Gary Berghoff, who played Radar, walked up and stuck his hand out, shook my hand, welcomed me there, told me how happy he was that I was with them, joining them. And Loretta Swit came up, did exactly the same thing. And Bill Christopher, Father Mulcahy, Larry Linville. It was just this wonderfully warm welcome. And of course, the producers I had met and some of the writers I had not met. So I was introduced to everyone. And it was like this happy circumstance. And then something I'll never forget, we sat down around the table and to read the script, which was a real treat. Most of television in those days didn't take the time for actors to get to know each other or hear the whole script or any of those things. You just sort of went where they told you and said your lines and were dismissed. But this was part of this company, just sitting down and reading the script. And we went through it, and there were some laughs and there were some good things that happened. And then we got to the end of the script, and Gene Reynolds, who one of the producer, director of the show, said, okay, page 1. And I kind of looked at him because we had just read the script, so I didn't know what he was talking about. He said, oh, Mike, this is where we go through it page by page and see if you folks have any questions or any comments or any problems or any thoughts about, way to fix something or make it better. Well, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that the producer and the writers were there wanting our opinion about the story and about what our characters were doing. It was like falling into the most happy circumstance you can imagine, where people value your opinion and want to hear from you. In so many instances in those days, and to some degree today, actors are thought of as kind of selfish, self-involved, egotistical jerks who should just shut up, say the line, hit their marks and say the lines. These guys they wanted to have my opinion and the opinion of every other actor there. And it was, and it never stopped. I mean, from that day, that first day, excuse me, my eye is tearing a little bit. That first day, it just kept getting better. For 8 years, I had the privilege of working with the most dedicated and most talented group of people you can ever imagine being with. And it was really a singular experience. There'll never be another show like it.